We've got lots of tips and tricks for you today, so let's start the show! In the last tips and tricks episode, I made this cleaning solution, so let's take a look.
Paul is cutting and peeling some oranges, and he's going to make a special cleaning liquid for us. So you start by adding orange peels or a combination of other citrus fruits to a jar. Once the orange peels are to the top, you add distilled white vinegar or cleaning vinegar to the jar until all of the orange peels are covered. You then place the lid on top of the jar and put the jar in a cool, dark place for 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, so I have so far peeled 2 oranges. I didn't want to peel too much, but then I need to have enough to cover the whole jar. Like, I want to get all of it. Okay, fine. This should be enough now. Wait. So let's pack it in. So I am using regular run-of-the-mill white vinegar. I feel like this is gonna splash. Is it making a sound? So vinegar, I'm not sure whether you already know this. Vinegar helps get out some really hard to remove stains, and it does help to naturally remove things without all these chemicals. So I think this is a really good way to utilize something that is natural in the environment, and hopefully this will last for a really, really long time.
Maybe you should put it under the sink.
So yeah, so I'm going to be putting it in a cool, dry place, and then we shall revisit this in 3 weeks' time. So I am shaking it all about before putting it into this basin, and then I will be using it to clean this filthy looking stove. So hopefully this will have a nice fragrance to it. So I think it does smell rather citrusy. So let's pour this in. And why don't we use some of this liquid to clean the stove? You could actually use vinegar to clean lots of surfaces without all the harmful chemicals. I don't think there was that much in there to begin with. I think it's been absorbed by the orange peels. No, but I think that there is a pretty citrusy smell to it. Okay, let's clean this some more. It is quite filthy. I haven't cleaned it for a donkey years. I think it is coming out pretty quickly, and Marcus doesn't really like the smell of vinegar, but I think because there is a citrusy smell to it, I think this is going to be a lot more palatable for him. But yeah, I think that it does leave it rather gleaming. Okay, so this bread that I got from the bakery, it is as hard as a brick. Well, sort of hard as a brick. So, the way that you could salvage it is by running it under running water and then putting it into the oven for about 10 minutes at around 200 degrees. And then let's see how it turns out. It seems weird, right? Running it under water. Alright, I believe that this would rehydrate it and also give it a new lease of life. Let's put it on 200 for 10 minutes. Okay, it has beat, and I'm assuming this is gonna be hot. It sort of feels like it's fresh. Should I just try eating it? And if it's too moist, then we could put it in some more. Do I think that's too wet?
But now you need to toast it.
Oh yeah.
Ready for your toast?
I think I put it too much into the running water before, because I think it kind of seeped through a lot. I think that this way to rejuvenate the bread is a really good way to not let bread go to waste. No, it tastes softer than it should. I think it might do with me putting so much water into it. I think next time if I were to do this, I would just do it on the top rather than having it seep through the open bits that was more soakable. So I think on the top maybe, but like not in the body of it. But yeah, I think that this is a really good way to salvage your bread.
I have a top tip and trick on how not to be stupid like I was. If you're using oil-based paint, and I was using this to mark up my parking space outside, well, the first thing to do is, when you're finished painting, is to put the brush into newspaper, and then that ensures that no drips will get anywhere. Also, you should really wear gloves, maybe not like this, but some sort of protective gloves on your hands at all times. What you shouldn't do is just not bother putting the paintbrush anywhere and then bringing it back into the house, putting it into the sink, and then with your bare hands trying to wash off all the oil-based paint under the running water. I tried to do that and the paint went all over my hands and I panicked. I thought I was going to die. It says that you can die from this paint. Well, if you drink it. I didn't drink it, obviously. I never do that, of course. So luckily, Paul went online and he discovered that you could use white vinegar to get rid of the paint, but to be honest, that isn't it worked, but I had to use a scourer, and I scoured half the skin off my hands as well, and I still thought I was going to die. It's the next day now. I'm still alive, so hopefully I'm okay. But really, if you are using oil-based paint and you get any on your hands or your skin at all, to get it off, you really do need either white spirit or terps, that's turpentine. And I have to thank my friend Alan for telling me about that after the event, of course, when I told him about the panic. But don't be silly like me, be very careful around oil-based paints and always read the label. Make sure that you stay in calm waters.
So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus. I saw this product at Savers recently, and it is a Lenore crease releaser. So it takes away all the hassle and stress of ironing, and I know that Marcus does enough of ironing currently for both of us because I don't really iron. But I'm going to show you how to use this ironing spray. So first things first, we need to have a dry towel so that we could place our wrinkled garments. So this is my t-shirt and it's quite wrinkly. So this bit is very wrinkly. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then I need to hold it 15 centimeters from the distance, which is like around here. So right now it's off, and I'm gonna switch it on to the on position. Why don't I do one section first? I think I need to pull. Maybe I need to do all of it first before I do the prodding and pulling. I think I was too enthusiastic. Okay, you didn't see that. Although you did see that. There is a really nice, clean smell to it. And it does smell like fresh laundry. Like, it's weird. Like, it does smell really, really fresh. And it feels like you did wash it. Wow. I have to also preface by saying that I was not paid or endorsed by Lenore to promote this product. I am just reviewing it for my own well-being and also to spread the word about how good the usage is. Okay, so as you can see, many of the creases is disappearing, and it really doesn't really require too much prodding and pulling. But it did say to hang it up and having it fully dried before actually wearing it. Well, I think that this shirt is kind of crease free at this moment because it had a whole bunch of creases all over the place, and now it's really not that discernible. And the same thing with this t-shirt that I sprayed. I think I sprayed it like over here, and I could still feel some of it, but I think most of the wetness is gone. I think that there must be something on a molecular level that gets rid of the creases. So I think overall this is a pretty good product to use.
Please do, as it says on the wall behind me, please do subscribe to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube.
Have you ever had wet lettuce and have it not as drained as it should be? Well, the quick way to go about dealing with that is to properly wash it and then put it into a salad spinner. So you put it in and then you turn this lever like so. You could even go the opposite direction, but it will drain off all the water and then have it sitting in the bottom. So now let's wash some of this salad leaves, shall we? You could put it into a colander, but then it won't actually dispill all this liquid that you see clinging to the salad leaf. So the best way to do it is to put it into the salad spinner. So here is where it would go. And now let's see how it turns out. So you do see a lot of liquid in the bottom of this salad spinner. So let's maybe do it one more time to get it ultra dry. And then there's still more liquid coming out. But I think that this is a really good way to keep your sandwiches somewhat drier and your salads a whole lot tastier without all that excess liquid. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel today. For those of you that have liked it, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. It's free of charge. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well. And for those of you that are feeling extra generous, you could buy us a coffee so that we could enjoy it while we are filming on days out. And this will also help us in the algorithms on YouTube. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.